All right. Good evening, people. I hope you're having a wonderful day, staying cool, staying relaxed, energetic. I know I don't look it. I just woke up from a nap. This heat is getting to me. Same with yesterday. That was why there was no video. Just slept and I didn't have the energy to do it. But I'm back here to bring you the daily news. In today's news article, so we got Elon Musk confirms Tesla will re-accept Bitcoin, multi-asset exchange with crypto trading license in Bermuda. Ethereum has to expand beyond DeFi's Vitalik Buterin says. SEC says there will be more crypto rules in the swapping business soon. Robinhood's crypto arm to pay a $30 million fine after the New York State probe. And more banks, aka Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, and JP Morgan. So all that and more in today's episode. Stay tuned. All right, we're back, about to get into the news, but before we do, please hit that thumbs up, like, and share this with your friends. Also, if you're looking for a crypto consultant out there, I'm still working on my website, but take a look at the bitcoinconsultants.world. I'll be on there soon once I finish my website. Hopefully I'll do that later after this video. But yeah, take a look at it. They have a bunch of great consultants if you're just getting into the crypto world. So yeah, let's dive right on into the articles. Share the screen, window, and here we go. So first up, Elon Musk confirms Tesla will re-accept Bitcoin. Musk commented on this and other topics at the B Word, a virtual conference that had, Jack Dorsey, Cathie Wood, and him. But the key takeaways were that Elon Musk stated today at the B Word that he plans for Tesla to accept Bitcoin as a foreign payment once again. He also disclosed that cryptocurrencies that he personally holds, as well as Tesla and SpaceX Corporation. Finally, he discussed the issue around Bitcoin scaling and acknowledges Starlink's role in raising internet bandwidths. So here we go. Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk made an appearance at the B Word, a virtual Bitcoin conference that took place today. I missed that, so I got to go back and listen to that later on. There was just so much other news going on in the world. I was like, can't keep up with it all. But Musk stated that Tesla will begin to accept Bitcoin once again and reiterate his renewable energy goals for the industry. I want to do a little more due diligence to confirm that the percentage of renewable energy usage that is used in Bitcoin mining is most likely at or above 50%. Musk stated during the conference, if so, Tesla will most likely resume accepting Bitcoin. Tesla began to accept Bitcoin in March before suspending payments months later due to energy concerns. Musk has not given a date by which he expects Bitcoin payments to be restored. However, Musk's statements imply that payments could be restored fairly soon. He noted that the Bitcoin mining industry is shifting a lot more toward renewables and added that some of the largest coal-powered Bitcoin miners have been shut down in China. Elon Musk reveals crypto holdings. So here we go. During the conference, Musk revealed his personal cryptocurrency holdings and his corporate holdings. I own Bitcoin, Tesla owns Bitcoin, SpaceX owns Bitcoin. I personally own a bit of Ethereum, and I hold Dogecoin, of course, he said. Later, Musk clarified that his companies have only invested in Bitcoin itself. He added that he has primarily invested in Bitcoin with his BTC holdings worth much more than his Ethereum and Dogecoins. Musk did not disclose any investments amounts. However, it's known that Tesla holds about 1.4 billion of Bitcoin. Musk's comment on SpaceX is also notable. Earlier this year, Skybridge CEO Anthony Scaramucci suggests that SpaceX held Bitcoin, but the fact was not confirmed by Musk until today. But this is a good point to have right here. Musk didn't disclose any investment amounts. However, it's known, that part, but this one, he didn't disclose any investment amount. This is a good rule to have, people. Never let anybody know how much cryptocurrency you have. This is a big no-no and asking you to get hacked or someone to try to get your money, because this is going to be a new asset that everybody wants. So keep your assets private, only you, your personal loved ones that you live with, and that's about it. But other than that, no one should know how much cryptocurrency you hold. But Starlink could play a role in scaling. Musk also discussed concerns around Bitcoin's transaction. Through point, he agreed with Bitcoin's critics that the cryptocurrency's blockchain simply cannot scale to support transactions on a worldwide level, and said that a second layer is necessary. However, Musk added that the higher data requirements for blockchain node operators could become viable as internet bandwidth speeds increase. He noted that his companies will be instrumental in raising bandwidth. If someone else doesn't do it, Starlink certainly will, Musk stated, referring to SpaceX satellite and internet services. Musk additionally acknowledged the possibility of building Bitcoin miners into SpaceX Starlink terminals and space heaters. So yeah, that's the Bitcoin from Muskie's news. That's pretty cool. SpaceX is going to use some Starlink terminals and space heaters for Bitcoin mining. It's going to help out with the internet bandwidth speeds with his, the SpaceX thing. But what he should do is take a look at Theta. Theta is just going to replace the internet, so you should do some more research on that token. As well as you people, don't just blindly invest in a token I may mention on here. Do your due diligence and do some research behind it, and understand why I love Theta, Divi, Bitcoin, and Litecoin so much. So yeah, that's the Elon Musk news. Let's move on. Next up, multi-asset exchange wins crypto trading license in Bermuda. Pretty cool. Bermuda Premier David Burt said that the 24 exchanges regulatory approval is the first license of its kind to be issued in Bermuda. That's pretty cool. That's a nice little artwork. A multi-asset class trading firm in Bermuda has secured major regulatory approval, allowing it to offer cryptocurrency trading services. Over-the-counter trading platform, 24 Exchanges, has acquired a Class T digital asset business license from the Bermuda Monetary Authority, BMA, to roll out cryptocurrency trading on its institutional-grade platform. The firm officially announced Tuesday that the new license was granted under the Bermuda Digital Asset Business Act of 2018. With this newly received license, 24 Exchanges planning to launch physical crypto trading to its institutional clients later this summer, specializing in foreign exchange, non-deliverable forwards, NDFs, or two-party cash-settled derivatives contracts. 24 Exchange also expects to introduce a trading capability with NDFs in the Bitcoin and Ether. In order to secure the license, 24 Exchange has been working closely with the Bermuda government's Office of FinTech, the Bermuda Business Development Agency, as well as the Bermuda Premier David Burt. The Premier reportedly highlighted that the latest regulatory approval is the first license of its kind to be issued in Bermuda, and the state is looking forward to having these innovative digital pioneers blazing new trails in the country. Founded in 2019, 24 Exchanges is focused on providing institutional investors with driver's asset exposures 24 hours a day and the lowest possible cost. The company intends to expand its platform capability in the future to include all possible assets. They state, we intend to expand our platform's we intend to expand our platform's trading capability in the future to encompass all the other assets on our exchange. All at best available rates, 24 Exchanges' unique NDF offering will significantly facilitate the institutional adoption of crypto products across the globe. 24 Exchange CEO and founder Dmitria Galanova said, as previously reported by Cointelegraph, Bermuda has emerged as a crypto-friendly jurisdiction in recent years, welcoming operations and multi-global crypto businesses in the country. Last October, BMA granted a Class F digital asset business license to crypto exchange Bittrex Global, allowing it to offer crypto services like futures trading. Bermuda is also reportedly the first government over the world to accept Circle's stablecoin USD coins, or the USDC, for tax payments. Pretty cool. Some good news right there. We got some Bermuda. Where is Bermuda again? I just know the Bermuda Triangle with all the conspiracies behind that. But that is some good news. Crypto's being adopted out there, people. I know that everyone's really interested in it, so take a look into it. Ask some questions. Hire a consultant. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, which I too will soon have a free 15-minute consultation, which will just offer you some basic questions and see if you want to truly dive into it. So yeah, give us a call. So let's move on to our next article. Ethereum has to expand beyond DeFi, says Vitalik Buterin. So you wonder why. Vitalik Buterin has discussed how Ethereum could become a hub for decentralized social media. What's that tab? So that's a little cool Ethereum golden thing. But the key takeaways from this article is that Vitalik Buterin said that Ethereum has to expand beyond DeFi at the Ethereum CC. He discussed the Ethereum potential as a base layer for decentralized social media, pointing out that Ethereum addresses could help users claim ownership of their identity. He also warned about the complex yield farming and token-related activities could lead to financial instability and attract the attention of regulators as the possibilities of DeFi evolve. Pretty cool. Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin wants to see the network find use cases beyond DeFi. Buterin discusses social media on Ethereum. Vitalik Buterin has expressed his interest in seeing Ethereum become a base layer for decentralized social media. Speaking at the Ethereum CC Wednesday, Buterin gave a talk on things that matter outside of DeFi. Buterin outlined his vision for the future of Ethereum, explaining that it has always been going beyond finance. He focused on the smart contract blockchain's potential use in decentralized social media, introducing the topic by explaining that it was an interesting category that he cares about. He noted that the decentralized social media had recently become a point of interest among other crypto enthusiasts, referencing Stani Kolchev's a recent suggestion for Aave to build Twitter on Ethereum. Buterin explained that some progress towards decentralized media has been made in the NFT space, specifically referencing the decentralized naming app Ethereum Name Service. The project allows users to put their Ethereum address in a human-readable format. The domains are issued as an ERC-721 NFT. He also touched up on the idea of using Ethereum as a decentralized login service, rather than relying on centralized social media platforms that take ownership of the user's identities, arguing that social recovery wallets could represent a better alternative. He then went on to discuss Ethereum for retroactive funding. Funding skin? That just threw me off because it looks like skin, but he then went on to discuss using Ethereum for retroactive funding akin to the blockchain's upcoming EIP 1559 proposal. Decentralized decision making is much better as a retrospective decision than a prospective one, he argued. Buterin's rounded out his talk by stating that the Ethereum ecosystem has to expand beyond just being tokens that help with trading tokens. So true right there. When I make my investments, I look to make sure it's more than just a currency, because blockchain has so many use cases. He mentioned a 16Z in reference to the prominence of investment funds in DeFi and said that while profit-generating activities like yield farming are useful, they're only valuable up to layer 1 and layer 2. Beyond that, Buterin warned there's a risk that stacking money Legos on top of one another to infinity could harm Ethereum in the long run, he said. Once you get to layer 6, you're actually increasing the financial instability and the risk that this whole thing is going to collapse and potentially get a couple of regulators angry. While Buterin described DeFi as a narrow thing, it's widely considered the primary use case for Ethereum today. It's seen explosive growth in the last 2 years, with around 56 billion currently locked in the ecosystem. Disclosure, at this time of writing, the author of this feature owned Ethereum, Ethereum 2XFL, Aave, some ENS domains, and several other currencies. So with this article written by the guy, he just, that's this disclosure says, like, he's not biased on it, or we're just all for it, but he owns it. But yeah, I agree with Buterin. Like, it's like, yeah, you have a great token out there built in with so many smart contracts. Like, why not go beyond DeFi and just a currency? You can do so much more, because Bitcoin and Litecoin, all you're going to be is a currency, but Litecoin's going to have that privacy on top of it, which is super nice. They got the great network. Ethereum's got a great network. People know of it. So you can do so much with it. Just if only they can lower those gas fees. That's my only issue. But yeah, so that's a Vitalik Buterin. So way to go. I look forward to seeing what else to come with the Ethereum network and community. Let's move on to our next article. Next up, SEC chairman says cryptocurrency falls under security-based swap rules. Okay, more rules, SEC. Let's see what you got for us. More rules are coming for the cryptocurrency space, according to the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler. We're that judge with the analyst. Yeah, we're going to make some changes. But the Securities and Exchange Commission on SEC may soon issue new rules for the regulation and registration of security-based swaps, including cryptocurrency. In a speech to American Bar Association, Derivative and Future Laws Committee, SEC chairman Gary Gensler laid out the changes coming to the security-based swaps over the next year. The changes are designed to increase transparency and reduce risk to the market. The new requirements that will go into effect in November include new counterparty protections, requirements for capital and margin, internal risk management, supervision, and chief compliance officers, trade acknowledgement and confirmation and record keeping, and reporting procedures. Starting next February, for instance, swap data repositories will be expected to disclose data about individual transactions to the public. Gensler also clarified, thus I've asked staff to consider ways we can continue to increase transparency and reduce risk through our unused authorities, particularly with regard to security-based SEFs and position reporting. Toward the end of his speech, Gensler said trader reporting rules will apply to cryptocurrencies if the products are security-based swaps. Sorry about that. Make no mistake, it doesn't matter whether it's a stock token, a stable value token, backed by securities, or any other virtual products that provide synthetic exposure to underlying securities. These platforms, whether in the decentralized or centralized financial space, are implicated by security laws and must work within our securities regime. So, and basically, any office or sell to retail participants must be registered under the Securities Act of 1933, Gensler said that the SEC will use all the tools they have to make sure investors are protected in these cases. Regulations for cryptocurrencies have been a major talking point within a number of U.S. government agencies in recent months. The chairman of the Federal Reserve took a hard line on the need for stricter regulations for stable coins on July 14th, going on to discuss the possibility of the U.S. digital dollar before Congress last week. A bill was also introduced into Congress, which is meant to provide greater legal definitions to digital assets and reduce the fear of future regulations with regard to blockchain-based tokens. On Monday, a meeting on regulations for stablecoins by the President's Working Group on Financial Markets shared that they expect to release recommendations for such regulations in the coming months. That's right. There was another article I didn't see needed because I feel like I covered it before, but they just want regulations on stable coins. I think the article I saw out there was Janet Yellen talking about it. So yeah, there's tons of articles out there. But yeah, the government's going to try to regulate it as much as they can. They just want to know and control you. But that's the government and SEC news. So expect more rules to come. Or just pay attention, and I'll keep you guys informed on it. Next up is Robinhood. Robinhood's crypto arm to pay a $30 million fine after New York State probe. No, Robinhood, you're back in the news. Robinhood's crypto unit anticipates settling a $30 million fine after a New York State investigation into its financial compliance and cybersecurities. According to a recent S1 filing, the investigators of the New York State Department of Financial Services, the NYDFS, first began investigating Robinhood in July of 2020 after receiving a number of matters requiring attention focused primarily on anti-money laundering and cybersecurity-related issues, according to the filing. Robinhood's crypto unit, Robinhood Crypto, has agreed to pay the $30 million fine and engage a monitor going forward. The Wall Street Journal first reports the news. The New York-based fine sits on top of an outstanding $70 million penalty from the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority for supervisory failures and the $65 million fine from the Securities and Exchange Commission for allegedly providing customers misleading information about the cost of doing business. People, what do I gotta say about don't trust exchanges? There's so much stuff out there. You don't trust Coinbase, don't trust Robinhood, don't trust BitChute, don't even trust Gemini. Hold your own private keys and hold your own cryptos. But hey, at least these guys are getting fined for their misdoings. That's 30 million, then you got 70 million, 65 million. So that's a $165 million fine for these guys. Well, they deserve it. That's just my opinion, though. Okay, but yeah, so that's Robinhood news. They're facing a hefty fine for their unlawful or uncivilized things. Let's move on. Next up, we have all of our banking news. So first up, we're going to talk about Goldman Sachs reports nearly half of its rich family office clients want to get into cryptos. Family offices, the investment firms overseeing the wealth of the richest families in the world, are eyeing the crypto market, according to a survey by investment banking giant Goldman Sachs. The firm, which recently has been making its own big moves in crypto, surveyed its family office clients and found that 15% of them have already invested in crypto, as per a report by Bloomberg News. The report added that another 45% are looking to enter the market because of a higher inflation, prolonged low rates, and other macroeconomic developments following a year of unprecedented global monetary and fiscal stimulus. According to the Bloomberg, Goldman's surveyed 150 family offices across the world. In March, CNBC reported that Goldman Sachs was close to offering its private wealth clients the opportunity to invest in Bitcoin-type investment vehicles. At the time, the bank announced Mary Rich would lead the effort as its global head of digital assets for Goldman's private wealth management division. On the trading side of the house, Goldman has been facilitating Bitcoin derivatives tradings for its clients. So yeah, they're moving on to families, and then I wonder who's next before the actual public. But yeah, like I've said this and everyone keeps saying this as well. It's like banks are going to offer their rich clients first to get as much as they can. Then they're going to go to the next person and the next and the next until eventually they're down to you and they're just going to offer you the bare minimum because they're going to have control of it all. And then they're going to control the prices. But yeah, so that's the Goldman Sachs news that people are getting into it. Families are getting into it. Like if you really want to learn about it and understand the crypto world, again, link down below. Check out bitcoinconsultants.world. There's a bunch of people out there who know what they're talking about. Hire a consulting conference with them. It'll be the best decision you ever made. So yeah, let's move on to our next article. Bank of America endorses crypto trading for clients. Woo, more banks. A CoinDesk reports revealed that Bank of America have reportedly started offering crypto trading to some of its select customers. The report stated that the Bank of America Prime Brokerage Unit had begun declaring and settlement of crypto exchange traded products, ETPs. The ETPs are currently being provided to hedge funds in Europe, said CoinDesk, according to 3 sources who were knowledgeable on the matter. Demand for ETPs has been on the rise as digital assets have been increasing in popularity, and mega banks have had to find ways to give their clients exposure to digital assets, doing this without exposing themselves directly to the digital asset, which are infamous for being incredibly volatile. Banks have reported that they are seeing increasing demands from their clients to have options for them to trade crypto digital assets. Banks getting into cryptocurrencies. Like I said, more and more banks are getting into it, and we're going to keep getting more and more news. The past months, I've seen big banks coming up with ways to expose their clients to crypto assets. Banks are currently barred by regulation from buying crypto assets directly. In the light of this, the banks have made partnerships with crypto firms to bring things like Bitcoin future trading to clients. Clients have had to turn to brokerage firms like Robinhood and Coinbase for access to cryptocurrencies. Centralized exchanges like Binance have also seen increased patronage as more people get into digital assets. I want to say right there, like, don't use Robinhood to get cryptocurrencies because you cannot take them out. You can't move them. You only sell them. Coinbase, Binance, BitTrue, like if you can buy it there, add a bunch of security onto your protection, even your email address, but move those coins off of the exchange right away. You want to be in control of your cryptocurrencies, people. I will always keep saying it. Do not trust exchanges. They're the biggest thieves, just like banks. But Bank of America now seems to have joined the increasing line of big bank offerings this service to their clients. Banks like Goldman Sachs have recently changed their stance on the digital asset. The mega bank had announced earlier this year it was offering Bitcoin future tradings to clients. Then in June, the bank had also come forward to say it was going to start offering Ether options and futures to clients. Goldman Sachs revealed it was doing this through a partnership with Galaxy Digital. A report from Bitcoinist also revealed that a new partnership would see clients be able to purchase Bitcoin across 650 US banks. What does this mean for cryptos? Institutions getting into digital currencies do not always mean that institutions themselves aren't interested. Most likely it's due to their clients demanding ways to trade cryptos or taking their money somewhere else. Pretty much that is it. If you're not going to offer it, then we'll go somewhere else to find a way to get it. But regardless of the reasons, big name banks being attached to cryptos is always a welcoming development. People seeing institutions they know and trust coming into the market shows them that the market might not be as scary as they thought. The news has not really had any effect on the market price. The overall market continues to suffer dips while also trying to post corrections. Yeah, the market's completely volatile a bit today. Oh man, you can just see where the demand and the flow of Bitcoin moving around. It's not just Bitcoin, all the cryptocurrencies. Today was a big day. I think we were back in the green after the little bit of red. Some say the next 3 months, like the traders are finally about to like make this the next bull run happen, but you never know. Nobody knows the future. Just if you want to know how they manipulate the market, is they buy over the counter. That way it doesn't affect the price, but when they finally collected all that they wanted to, then they'll sell and do trades on exchanges, which will fluctuate the prices like crazy. But yeah, so that's the Bank of America news. Let's move on to our last bank in the news. JP Morgan's Wealth Management CEO says clients view Bitcoin as an asset class to invest in. So JP Morgan. Let's see, Mary Callahan and Erdos? Oh, it's a full name. Oh my God. Mary Callahan Erdos, the CEO of JP Morgan's Asset and Wealth Management Department, has stated that their clients increasingly view Bitcoin as an asset class. In a recent interview, Bloomberg Wealth with David Rubenstein noted that blockchain technology has changed the shape of markets, and while there is a significant debate into the digital currency and whether they are an asset class or not, she noted that her clients view crypto as an asset class. A lot of our clients say that that's an asset class and I want to invest, and our job is to help them put their money where they want to invest. And it is an asset class, it's a commodity. If you want to invest in these tough times right now, gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Best things you can do to keep your money safe. JP Morgan has appeared optimistic about the futures price of Bitcoin, albeit cautiously so, stating that last month that the cryptocurrency market appears to be beginning the process of healing. However, in the short term, the analyst expects further sell-offs. What is evident, however, is the demand from their clients for crypto assets, further reinforced by Erdo's recent comments on Bitcoin as an asset class. She further added in an interview, "We don't have Bitcoin as an asset class per se. Time will tell whether it has the store of value, but the volatility you see in today just has to play itself out." I'm sure these guys will get in once Bitcoin surpasses the $100,000 mark, because right now it's on sale. Prices are volatile. You're gonna see bigger, as we continue on, we've seen ups and downs, but as we move forward, you must expect bigger rises, but bigger dips in the process. But it's going to keep going. While the cryptocurrency market is still in a downward trend, the continued demand demonstrated by wealth management groups such as JP Morgan demonstrate the overall optimism surrounding cryptocurrencies despite the recent lows of the past months. And although it may be premature to predict the price of Bitcoin, has been looking to regain with Bitcoin seemingly staged a recovery this morning, perhaps influenced by Elon Musk's attendance at the B Word conference with Cathie Wood of ARK Investment and entrepreneur Jack Dorsey. If a positive announcement from Musk were to result from this meeting, it would certainly impact the markets, as most of Musk's crypto-related comments seem to do so. But as you also know, he's always been trying to push dollars. We eventually saw that wasn't really doing too much. So this article, this B Word conference was just, I don't know, hyping them up. Let's see what they got to say or what they're going to do. But he did have some good news, or he is going to reaccept Bitcoin payments in Tesla, as I covered in our first article today. So there is some good news on it. Jack Dorsey wants to make Twitter on his own blockchain, but it's don't trust that guy. Do not trust that guy at all. So anything Jack Dorsey comes out with, don't trust his wallet, don't trust his Twitter feed, just block him. Don't even use his Square app. I think I downloaded it before I was about to start my business, but nah, Calendly is so much better than Square for making appointments. But yeah, so there we have it, people. That's the banking news and crypto news today and yesterday. I'm sure there's probably a lot of articles I missed, because when you miss a day in the crypto world, you miss a lot. Everything's always changing. But currently right now, Bitcoin's price is at 31,837. I remember at the start of this video, it was at 32. So we are in the green, which is nice. Ethereum's at 1,982. It was probably at 2,000 before this video started. Cardano's at $1.16. There was an article something about Cardano. I'll probably do that one later. I got to focus on my website after this. But let's see, Dogecoin's at 18 cents. Binance's, USD is $1. That's their stable coin. Litecoin's going up a little bit, so I love seeing that. We were down to $1.08 or $1.06 range, so that $10 increase, I like seeing. The DAI is at $1 still. Polygon's at Matic is at 86 cents. Theta is going back up. We're at 430. I think we hit 450 earlier today, so that was a nice increase. Aave is at $250. FXT 27, Shiba Inu 0.00006 something of a cent. Yeah, I just want to see where AMP's at 4 cents. Might be a great opportunity, but Theta Fuel 27 cents. Nice, going up. That's just what I wanted to get to. And lastly, as I always finish my videos off, we take a look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. I missed off yesterday when we were at an extreme fear of 10, but currently right now we are at a 21. Not bad. It's going to change in a couple minutes, or about 2 hours, but this is a great sign. And my estimate in 2 hours this will probably go down to a 20, maybe, this will go up to a 22, possibly 25. I don't think it's going to hit 30 in the next 2 hours, but let's take a bet. People, if I'm right, you give me a like. If not, I'll do something for you. But yeah, so if you don't know, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That could be a great buying opportunity. But when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. So if that number goes up, people are getting a little bit too greedy. That's probably because of news by Muskie accepting the payments for Tesla again. Banks are moving on to clients and family accounts to offer cryptocurrencies. And Buterins doing a lot of stuff in their network. But yeah, so that's the crypto news today, people. For those of you still around, thank you so much for watching. Again, please give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. It always helps with the algorithms. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day, great night, great morning, afternoon, whenever you may be watching this movie. The show, not movie. I want to go watch a movie, but no time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I always appreciate that. And I will certainly see you guys tomorrow. Crypto Sherpa is out.